Okay, welcome back to the Retired Life. Today we have a raised container here that needs a little bit of soil added to it. So we're going to knock this project out. We've already got some plants in here. We got some garlic here. We got some onions left over from last year. And then we got some chives right here. And then over here we have some hood strawberries. So what I'm going to try to do is raise this up 2 to 3 inches. And we're going to see what it does for these garlic that are left over in here, because I'm gonna raise the soil up there also. So let's dig into this and get to weeding it out so we can add the new soil. This is a good time of year because most of the weeds pull really easy. Of course, now that I say that, this one didn't want to. These chive stalks, they come right off. The reason I leave those is sometimes the birds will eat the seeds off of them. Well, I know they'll eat seeds. I don't know if they eat them off of these. I never see them. This is going to take a little while, so all I'll do is I'll bring you back when we're all said and done here. Stand by. All right, so we got that all cleaned out here. Found a couple of things in here. A little hard rock. Don't know if you can see that or not. Huh. Guess my wife is trying to tell me something. Another thing. Dogs. Another thing I found in there was a filbert or a hazelnut. And you see the root on that? This is why we have these trees all over. A blue jay planted that for me. Glad I seen it when I did, because when these roots get way down, they're hard to get out. Put my little rock here. So we got our soil. And it looks like I'm going to be able to just take some of it out and do that. So we're going to fill this up now. Me being a cheapskate that I am, last year, and actually my wife found this Retta at one of the box stores, big box stores, and it was clearanced. So we got like 75% off or something. We got the last 10 or 12 bags that they had. So saving money is, in my book, a good thing. So now we've gotten some of this out. We're getting it broke up. These bags were put, the soil was put in these bags and it was moist. And we bought these last fall and it's still very moist. So I mean, it's ready to go. You could plant right in this. What is this stuff? It's a garden soil for in-ground plants. Now, it may take another bag. Like I say, we got several bags. But I want to show you something here. I can do it in this closest part here. So that's really great and everything, but something I like to do, I like to put a little vermiculite in this and then mix it in. Help retain a little bit of moisture. It'll also kind of aerate the soil. Look at that, a weed I missed. I'm sure that's not the only one. And I do this every time I put new soil in my garden or in one of these raised beds like this. Now we still got to put in quite a little bit more here. So you may be wondering where I get my vermiculite. Well, I usually will buy it a half yard at a time. So I get it in bulk, and then I get me a little bit of so-called topsoil, which is usually just sand and a little bit of dirt or compost in it. And then I will get some compost. Now I live in a rural area and we have horse farms around us here, and you can get free horse manure, and sometimes you can get it composted, already done. So what we're going to do now is, I've got this hood strawberry here, and I really don't want to plant over the roots. It's got a little head on it there that you don't want to get any deeper than that. So we're gonna, oh, look at that, missed some more weeds. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull this thing up a little bit, try and keep the roots intact as much as we can here. So I'm gonna dig down here a little bit. I'm gonna just gently, took that whole plant out in one shot there. So now we're gonna put a little bit of this back in here. Normally I also would recommend that you water this in, but this is springtime here in Northwest Oregon, so watering it in is gonna happen just naturally. I did get one baby plant off of it. I'm gonna put it over here, so all of this will get naturally watered. Mix some more of this in right quick. It doesn't have to be perfect, because every year you'll put a little bit more soil in, a little bit more vermiculite. You can use perlite if you prefer. So get it worked down in there. And that is how you revive your raised bed in the spring. So we got our planter all cleaned out. Got the soil in it, raised it up a couple more inches. And now I've got some plants here. We got ourselves a French peppermint. There we go. We got some garlic chives. Oh yeah, some mojito cocktail mint. So I've got these put out where I want them. And here we've got some snap peas. We'll grow them up, and I'll run some more twine across the top here to support them up there. And then over here we got some Oregon Sugar Pod 2 peas. Same thing. I'll put some more twine up there once they get up and get going. Here we're going to have a little batch of spinach. We're going to have some parsley here. Kohlrabi Purple Vienna. We're going to do some sparkler radishes right here and some atomic red carrots. So that's how we're going to do all of these. What I'm going to do here with these peas, get about that many. It says to sow them 2 inches apart and 1 to 1.5 inches. So you're not going to be able to see this, but you'll just have to trust me that I'm doing it. Now this garlic is going to come out, so I'm going to try to not crowd it too much. And then where I'm planting these garlic chives, I'm going to leave a little space right there, and I'll probably go there and there. We're going to call that good for the peas. I'm sorry, for the snap peas. Then what I like to do is I'll fold them 2 or 3 times. Back in the bag they go. Let's hit up these other peas here. I gotta not squish my blueberry plant there. So we're gonna start right there. Same spacing. Missed this. I got a hood strawberry right here I want to miss. Now these strawberries should not interfere with the peas. Okay, that's it for the sugar pod peas. Roll it up just like that. No blueberries in the way. So this says 1/4 inch of fine soil and 12 inches apart. So we're just going to put 3 or 4 of these seeds in here. Noble Giant spinach. That did not look like a very good seed, so I'm going to re-sow that one. Alright, since these are so small, I'm going to go ahead and put them in the ground now. Give them a light pack. I'm going to throw this parsley in here, do the same thing. 12 to 18 inches between the rows, but 4 to 8 inches apart. Call that good. Call a rabbi. Six to 8 inches apart. I remember when it tells you on here, on the back of the seed packet, it'll tell you how far to put your rows apart. We're not planting in rows, so this says the plants are 6 to 8 inches apart. You can do that as long as you can reach them. That's fine, and in this application, I'm going to be able to reach them just fine. All right. So I like to store my seeds. I'll put them in a canning jar and put them in the fridge. Hey, look, there's Retta coming to get the mail. They can't see you. She just waved at you, and she used all of her fingers when she waved at you. Normally, I don't get the same. All right. All right. There she is, and there's Thor. Everybody's happy. September, I don't know where he went. Here he comes. It's like it's getting to be a zoo around here. So we've got 2 inches apart on these. Because I expect these to be up very well before the mint here grows up very tall. I'm just going to kind of space them all over and hope when it's time for the garlic to come out that I don't mess it up. Hopefully when the garlic's ready to come out, I won't mess up the carrots too awfully bad. Alright, I'm just going to plant that many. Now once these start coming up in a couple of weeks, what I'll do is I'll thin them a little bit, and then I'll do a second planting. So when it's time to harvest the first planting of the carrots, I'll have 2 more weeks and I can harvest the second planting. And you can go with a third planting, a fourth planting, depending on how long you want carrots. Or any other crop for that matter. Last one we're going to tackle here is the radishes, and I'm going to also do them the same way. Space them out a little bit, and then I'll come back and harvest in between. Then I'll come back and sow some more in between these. It's actually supposed to start raining in 2 days, but it looks like we might get some now, so I'll just let the rain wash these in. I'm going to come back and do my peas. Alright, let's get some of these plants planted here. Good looking plants. The roots are coming out the bottom, so that's a good sign. I'm going to tease these roots just a little bit here. ground level. Ground level. Of course they're ground level. Pot level. You want them the same height as what they were in the pot. Alright, leave my tag. Some garlic chives here. Same thing, nice roots coming out the bottom. Not too compacted yet, so we're just going to get a little squeeze like that. Put them around. Put the dirt in around them. Take the weed out of it. There you go. It's just that easy. That's why I like the raised beds a lot better. Soil is so soft. Roots are coming out the bottom. Perfect timing. A little bit compacted, but not too bad. You don't want these things going in a spiral. You want the roots kind of spread out a little bit. Especially like on shrubs and stuff. You spiral them, and more than likely you're going to die. Because they'll just keep going around in circles and they won't spread out. Now that's not true for all shrubs and plants, but it's a good idea not to do it that way. And there you have it. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope it inspires you to get out and plant your own raised garden somewhere. So this is going to eventually be an herb garden, but until it is, I managed to put in some other salad type stuff. So we'll see how it turns out. I'll bring you along in the process. Hope everyone has a great day, great week. Take care.